Everyone, this is Dr. Neeta and I welcome you all to our Aura and Chakra Healing session today. In this session, we are going to discuss lesson number 1 and lesson number 2 from our Aura Chakra Healing workshop. So let's begin with today's session. So in this slide, you can see human aura around the human body, and you can see the different chakras, the different points, centers where actually this chakra exists in our body. Both actually we can't see with our naked eyes. Even chakras, these are not physical organs, but yeah, they are energy centers. So it's a form of energy. We can't see this with the naked eyes. So let's see from the very basic thing, what is energy, how actually these all things we feel and everything. So let's begin with today's session. Energy healing. Energy healing covers a range of modalities that consider energy as a vital, living, moving force. In energy healing, energy is considered as being both the client and at the same time the solution. By this somewhat unusual statement, we are saying that first, the body is healed by an activation of its inherent natural healing abilities together with the physical body is healed by restoring those energies that have become weak, disturbed, or generally out of balance. The essential principles of energy healing includes energies that are electromagnetic and more subtle energies. Energy is health. The health of these energies is reflected in the health of the body. Such health is related to the flow, balance, harmony, and integrity of these energies. Reciprocity. The consideration that the body and its energies have a mutual correspondence. When the body is not healthy, there will be corresponding disturbance in the body's energy field that can be identified and balanced. When the body's energy field is shown to be disturbed, there will be a reciprocal loss of health in the physical body. Adjustment of body's energy field will lead to physical improvement. So what do you mean by energy field? So energy field may be referred to force field in physics, a vector field that describes a non-contact force acting on a particle at various positions in space. We may consider electromagnetic field, the physical field produced by electrically charged object. An electric field, a vector field surrounding an electric charge that exert force on other charges. So these are the basic energy fields which we can consider, or we can see, or we can feel. So now look at this magnet, piece of magnet, which is shows in figure 1.1. So we can see a simple plain bar magnet. In the figure we can see nothing else, right? We can see only magnet, piece of magnet, because to our eyes there is nothing else to see. This does not mean, of course, that merely because we cannot see anything else, there is nothing else there's to see. In fact, there is a lot more to see given the right tools. We know from experience that magnets attract things, particularly object made from a ferrous metallic substance like the door of the refrigerator to which the fridge magnet clings. In order for this attraction to exist, there must be something which we cannot see with our eyes. If we examine the idealized diagram, so let's see in another slide where exactly we are missing to see those energy around this piece of magnet. So sense or feel the magnetic energy field. Now this is the general demonstration to experience the same. So we can see that bar magnet of figure 1.1 is surrounded by a magnetic field. So there are two figures, figure B and figure C. So in figure B, the magnetic field, the bar magnet's energy field and energy is because it has the capability of doing work such as pulling a ferrous object toward it. How can we make this reliable to our eyes? If you use a simple tool such as a sheet of stiff paper and some fine iron fillings and liberally sprinkling the iron fillings on the paper, then lightly tap the paper, we will actually see the formation and layouts of this energy field. And this is shown in this figure number C. So this is a simple demonstration wherein not only the area that magnet covers, apart from that area there is some surrounding field in which its magnetic attraction, that energy, that waves exist. To see that, we have just seen the simple experiment with which we can see that okay, iron feelings are, even though that we'll skip that area, around that area also that magnetic power is there, means there is some power exists around the body of that magnet also. So this is how actually we can just see the experiment wherein we can see the existence of energy around the piece of magnet. Now subtle energies, we'll talk about subtle energy. So subtle energy is something that has been seen, felt and manipulated by healers and energy sensitive people of all cultures for millennia. Generally, it has been described as electromagnetic wavelengths or rates of vibration. Healers have considered it to be a dynamic quality of the human body, as expressed in the aura and the chakra. Although throughout this course we'll use terms such as aura and chakra, the student should keep clearly in mind the idea that these are not strange, mystical or metaphysical ideas, but that they are names given to two different types of energy field. Subtle energy may be defined as one or more forms of energy which do not appear to be within the electromagnetic spectrum. Unknown at this time is the interaction or the impact that subtle energies have on measurable electromagnetic forces, nuclear energy and or atomic bonds, gravitational effect or mass. So this is the definition of subtle energy, and you can see the picture within we can see the chakras and aura around the human body. Now let's begin with the introduction to auras and chakras. So let's start with the background to the aura. Recognition of the existence of the human aura can be traced back to the very beginning of civilization. In Western Europe, we are all familiar with the aura as a curious, approximately circular glowing light surrounding the heads of saints and other holy figures in religious paintings. The art of the ancient world is replete with representations of the aura. At the core of the majority of Eastern philosophy, energy is seen as the basis for life. As we have already noted, in China, this energy is called chai, whereas in India, it is referred to as prana. In mystical Hindu writings, one finds reference to the thousands of petaled lotus of light which is said to surround the head of those fortunate souls who have achieved enlightenment. It has been established over the millennia that man has a series of subtle bodies nested within each other, rather like the skin of an onion. So this is, we have just seen the background wherein we find that okay, at the start, at the initiation of civilization also, actually people were aware of this fact because we can see that light behind the head of saints, gods, very you can see a huge number of images wherein you can actually see those kind of pictures. So actually that is the notification of their aura, and they have shown it pictorially. Now of course this kind of energy, which is Chinese say chai and Indian says prana, that is nothing but it's again a form of energy. So this was the background of aura and chakra. Now let's move again with our today's session. So there are 7 subtle bodies which is shown in the diagram. Around the physical body there are 7 nested bodies which is roughly divided into 3 planes: spiritual plane, astral plane and physical plane. So the 7 bodies broken down in 3 physical planes, and these physical planes I have already read out. Within spiritual plane there is causal body, celestial body, etheric template. Within astral plane there is astral body, and within physical plane mental body, emotional body, etheric body and physical body exist. So mainly the 7 subtle bodies divided into 3 main planes, and under these 3 main planes again these 7 subtle bodies exist. Now we'll discuss about auric layers. These layers have been described by some writers as being rather like an onion in that as you peel one layer away, you'll reach the next. But this is not really completely true. If one extends inward toward the physical body from the outermost layer, the layer before is also present within the next aura layer. For example, the outermost body is the causal or etheric body. The next layer is the celestial body, and this layer contains itself and the causal body too. As one moves further inward, again toward the physical body, toward the first or etheric layer, one finds that it is the densest layer because it holds all the other 7 settled bodies. And of course, there is the physical body, which is the densest of them all. Please note that the course author has deliberately written certain points in italic script because this is an important point of understanding. So here we can find that it holds all the other 7 subtle bodies in italic. Again, this body content layer contains itself and the causal body. So these italic things what you see over here on the slide, of course it is having the deep meaning and it's for your understanding, so please note that these are important points. So this is about auric layers. Let's move again ahead. So we'll see 7 primary chakras. So in the figure you can see root chakra, sacral chakra, solar plexus chakra, heart chakra, throat chakra, bro chakra, and finally crow chakra. These are the 7 points of energy which is called as chakras. So we'll see the background to the chakra. The chakra are the first mentioned in the ancient Vedas. These are the Hindu books of knowledge. Chakra is name given to 7 centers in our bodies. These centers are considered to be vortices of subtle energies and, as we have already discussed, in all probability are electromagnetic in their form. These swirling vortices, sometimes referred to as vortexes in modern language, of subtle energy regulates the energy flow through our bodies. These centers or chakras open and shut depending on what we are feeling and we are thinking. So that is what actually chakra is, that these are the vortices of subtle energy. Now let's move on to chakra again. So these swirling vortices of subtle energy regulates the energy flow through our bodies. These centers or chakra open and shut depending on what we are feeling and thinking. So chakras are not physical object like an organ. They cannot be seen, but they are an integral part of our vital force, and they keep our whole mind and body working together harmoniously. The chakras are 7 major centers within each level of aura, joined together at intervals along the spine. They are constantly moving, absorbing currents of energies. The chakras are an essential part of bioenergy system. A free flow of life-giving energy is vital to the health and well-being of the individual. The electromagnetic energy circulating around the body stimulates various glands, thus maintaining hormonal balance and affecting our whole metabolism. So now in this diagram you can see the colors associated with each chakra. So root chakra, red or obsidian. For sacral chakra, orange or chameleon. For solar plexus chakra, yellow or citrine. For heart chakra, green or aventurine. Throat chakra, blue, turquoise. Bro chakra, indigo, azurite, and crown chakra, violet, amethyst. Even these are the colors and the associated crystals given within the same diagram. So please note that these crystals are useful for associated chakras. In figure, we can see that these 7 chakras are located near to 7 major nerve ganglions and emanate from the spinal column. There are 7 main chakras and 21 minor ones, more of which later in the course. Each chakra is in its essence or vortex of energy, and there is actually no limit to their number. The original 7 master chakras form an elegant system that maps logically on the body via the nerve ganglia. They also connect man's physical existence to higher, deeper, and non-physical realm. So in the diagram, you can see crown chakra at the 7 number, broad chakra 6, throat chakra 5, and heart chakra 4, solar plexus 3, sacral chakra 2, root chakra 1, root and sacral 1 and 2. So this was the details about the 7 chakras. Now we can see the associated color, their names, and the associated Sanskrit name also. So just go through this table wherein we can see the name of chakra is root chakra, Sanskrit name is Muladhara, associated color is red, and associated organ is coccyx or gonads. The sacral chakra, which is called as Swadhisthana in Sanskrit, and associated color is orange. The associated organs are adrenals, kidneys, internal reproductive organs. The next chakra is solar plexus chakra. It's called as Manipura chakra in Sanskrit, and yellow is the associated color with this chakra. The organs associated with this chakra is autonomic nervous system, pancreas, and liver. The next chakra is heart chakra, which is called as Anahata in Sanskrit, and associated color is green, and associated organ is heart. Next chakra is throat chakra, which is called as Vishuddha in Sanskrit, and the associated color is blue, and the organ associated is thyroid. Next is bro, which is called as Ajna in Sanskrit, and associated color is indigo, and associated organ is pituitary gland. The last chakra is crown chakra, which is called as Sahasrara in Sanskrit. Associated color is violet, and associated organ is pineal gland. Now, in this slide, we are going to discuss about nadis. You can see the figure in diagram. There are major nadis given associated with the different chakras. So, with Muladhara, root chakra, Ida nadi is there, Pingala nadi is there. Just above that, Sushumna nadi, you can see location of the principal nadis is located here in this diagram. And then lastly, at the Sahasrara and Anjana chakra, actually nadis are not given. So major in this area from root chakra to below the Ajna chakra, the nadis locations are given. So let's move on to the discussion on nadis. So nadis are channels through which prana, the energy of life, flows. Within the human body, there is a subtle and perfect network of 72,000 nadis, and distribute this life force throughout the whole of the body. On the physical level of nadis corresponds to the nervous system. However, apart from the immediate perceived physical realm, their influence extends beyond this to the astral and spiritual planes of existence. If all the nadis are functioning correctly, then the body is healthy, and generally one feels content and happy. However, it is generally true that every one of us has some physical or psychic problem. This means that some of the nadis are not working properly and need to be balanced. Prana is conscious energy, which means that the nadis also transmit consciousness. By means of the nadi, one can see and hear things at a great distance and move in other levels of consciousness. There are 3 nadis that are of special importance. These are Ida, Pingala, and Sushumna. Ida arises in the left side of the body and represent the moon principle. Pingala arises or begins on the right side of the body and symbolizes the sun principle. Sushumna runs through the central channel of the spinal cord and represent the consciousness. So this is all about Nadis. So this much for this presentation. Thank you very much.